Hey, Dr. Molski here with Freedom Health Centers, and we are talking about our immune systems. And today I really want to focus on kiddos and the little rugrats. Of course, when they're running around and playing with all the other kids, they're like cesspools, right? They exchange all the bugs and everything and all that stuff around. You know, kids' immune systems, they got to build them. All right, and so if we put a kid in a bubble, that's not very good, right? It's not very good for their self-esteem and all that kind of stuff either. But if that bubble could be the constant germophobia that we go through, oh, little Johnny, wash your hands. Here's all the antibacterial stuff, and really, there's a lot of studies that prove that that is not very good for a child's immune system. We need to have exposure to things. Remember, they used to do like chickenpox parties, measles parties, those kind of things, so that way everybody would get exposed to those germs, so that way they could build their immune systems. Today we use a lot of vaccination and those kind of things, which, again, I always say make that determination for yourself. I'm not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. With kiddos, what we tend to find here in our office is we're going to see a couple different things with immune challenges. The kiddo, one of the ones, and this is the big one, is they're going to have the chronic ear infections. The chronic ear infections, study after study shows that the old traditional way of giving antibiotic after antibiotic does not work. I think it was like a American Pediatric Association or something like that. You'll have to look it up. But they even recommended chiropractic care for it because none of that other stuff was actually working. The big thing with that, I'm just going to briefly explain this to you, give you some anatomy, show you how that works, is you've got this thing called your eustachian tube. Hopefully you know what that is, but that is the tube that goes from the ear to the throat. And so basically is that the eustachian tube drains the ear. So when stuff gets, because you're exposing the ear to the elements, and so the liquids and stuff will kind of congeal in there. But as a kid, is that the tubes go up, and then as a kid develops, they move and shift down, and so it's easier to drain. Well, if it's sitting up like this, you could see that in here, all the fluid's just going to, pile up in there. That's a great place for our bugs to hang out. So kids getting chronic ear infections, it's understandable. But one of the things is the tube, the eustachian tube, is made out of muscle, and that muscle will respond to how the nervous system is working. So if the nervous system is under stress, it can cause that tube to tighten up, and so then the fluid has even less ability to get out, and that's where chiropractic adjustments really come into play, because that allows that to calm down. It calms the nervous system, it calms that and opens that up. So we'll see a lot of people who have kiddos that have recurrent ear infections that come in. We adjust them, and those things go away. We're not treating the ear infection, we're treating the body. All right. Again, one of the things, if a child is having some sort of chronic ear infection, or other type of immune system compromise, a couple of supplements help very well, and especially with the kiddos, they're a little more finicky. It's a little tougher. So a couple of things that are very good. The Zeal, I think, is a great thing. It's a great natural anti-inflammatory. But there's a powder in here. You're just going to fill it full of liquid, shake it up. Grape, tastes good. Kids like it. Helps them out. Boosts their immune system. The other is the Conjuplex. We've talked about this before. Conjuplex comes in a chewable form. I think it's like raspberry or something like that. The kiddos like it, and I know a lot of kiddos that say, "Oh, give me another one." And you can act like it's candy to them. So, but it actually helps to boost their immune system and help them out. So those couple products can help a kiddo who's already in the midst of some issues. Good chiropractic care can help out too. So always making sure that if a child does have some recurrent infections, let's see about getting their system to work better before taking all kinds of massive surgeries and that kind of stuff, which can cause maybe even some problems. So, you try some conservative care first because the surgery is always there. So, those kind of things can help us out and help our kiddos.